Welcome to this month's Vanners collaboration video. This video is brought to you in collaboration with a number of other YouTubers, and if you'd like to watch their videos, and they would appreciate it, have a look down in the description below, and at the end of the video we'll stick a card over there somewhere. So what's the title of the video this month?
Oh, it was our turn to choose.
Yay!
And I chose. The title starts, The Problem With, or Problem With, and then it was down to everybody to choose their own ending to that for their video title. So our video title is The Problem With A Self Van Build.
There are lots of positives, there's lots of negatives, and as we're talking about problems, let's bring out the negatives first, because everybody loves a negative story.
The main downfall, I think, of a van build is if you don't have a workshop, an undercover or indoor space to work in both yourself and to house your vehicle at the same time.
You are dependent on the elements. If it's windy like it is today, well, like just about every other day down here, things tend to blow around. If it's rainy, you don't want to be crawling around on your driveway. If it's cold or dark, you don't have the inclination to come outside and come work on your van in the driveway. That's true, isn't it?
It is. So we purchased Moo in December last year, and we never really started making any great headway until midway through spring, the start of summer.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I think we had the solar panels on the roof with the rare good day of winter or spring, but inside work it took us a while to get going. Yeah. It really did.
Now throughout August and September we've been full steam ahead. Lovely weather, long days with nice sunshine and plenty of light, so we've managed to crack on and get an awful lot done.
We have. Another problem is to do with building a van at home is the location of our workbench and tools and everything like that. Now the workbench is at the back of the house. You're doing a little bit of a template or something, you bring out the piece of wood to the van, knock off 2mm over here, take it back to the workbench, cut it again, backwards and forwards.
So we don't have any kind of workshop at all, whether it be just a small space to hold tools and to do workbenches or anything. So we have 2 sawhorses. Sorry, hang on. I've cracked a tooth and I keep thinking I keep finding bits. Sorry. We have 2 sawhorses, and then we have a full sheet of 18 mil ply, which we've used as our worktop. Again, when the weather's been bad, we've obviously had to take that off at the end of the day, put it in under some cover. Obviously, you don't want that getting wet. It's quite big and hefty, it gets very, very, very wearing, having to keep lifting it out, putting it back, lifting it out, putting it back. But anyway, we have survived. We have managed,
and we've made some real good progress.
We have.
Yeah.
Another thing is budget. Now, we had a budget and we have stuck to our budget, but what we didn't do with our budget was plan it.
No. We bought a whole lot of things up front that could have actually waited months to buy. So
I'm a typical woman. My head went flying on ahead. I bought a sink, I bought a tap, I bought a toilet, I bought a gas hob, I bought an induction hob. We still, this far through the build and we're nearly finished, don't have a kitchen, so we can't use any of those items.
I'm sitting on top of the toilet right here.
That's in there.
So that's installed. Yeah, but I've also done the same. I've gone and bought all the water tank fittings, everything like that. We might get to that this weekend.
So yeah, it's a problem. Having a budget is one thing, which is obviously a good idea. You need a budget, you need to stick to it. But if you don't plan it, it's all just gonna roll and
yeah, it's we've done silly. We didn't have the space to have everything, but we were walking around boxes and everything like that. Whereas if we'd have bought the stuff on a just-in-time basis, we would have been far better off.
We have lost our house and our garden since December. The poor garden needs so much attention. The house, our living room, our hallway, and our dining room have just not been accessible properly for that entire period of time, storing
wood
to
see wall,
materials. But
we can see wall at the end of
the wood is going down. The pile's going right down.
Yeah. You can see in the hallway where the wall is in the kitchen. You can see the kitchen wall now. It's looking good. It's
going to take me another year to get the house and the garden back in shape after we finish this, but I digress. If you don't have any tools, you're not going to get much done.
No.
We have watched people do van builds on just 2 or 3 tools. To be fair, a lot of those have only just started their van build, and I can guarantee before the end of it arrives they'll have a
couple
lot
more. Yeah.
So we started with, did we have a drill?
We had a drill. We had a drill and a garden strimmer. Yeah.
Look what we've ended up with now.
To be fair, it represents a bit of an investment. You know, they're not single use. Well, even though we've got probably quite a lot of life gone out of the drill.
Yeah. I think that was single project use, shall we say.
Single project use. It was the smallest one you could buy, to be honest. Yeah.
It wasn't up to the job, really.
It wasn't up to the job, no. It was the hole for the diesel heater that I think finally saw it off, and the old drill is now totally dead.
The other problem is it consumes your life entirely. If we're not working at work, we're working on the van. That being said, the more we work on it, the quicker we get it done.
And the more we enjoy it.
I mean, there was a hiatus in the middle, and I really hated this van. I hated anything to do with it. But I've fallen back in love with it now that I can see it all coming together and really see what the end product's going to be.
So that leads us on to the positives of the situation. You know, we started a van build. You know, it was a bit of a problem to get going, but at the end of the day, I think we've built something that's looking quite positive and it's nice to look at.
A lot of people have said to me, wow, that's really high end, which is really good to hear because that's what I wanted. I didn't budget for anything cheap. We could have done it for cheaper, but I didn't want to do it on the cheap. I wanted it to look quality. We are fitter. We have been up and about every weekend doing something rather than sitting watching TV or lounging around. We've saved money. We've not been out for pub lunches or shopping. We've not been on any motorhome trips per se, so we've saved money there.
I think doing the van build has increased confidence and skill sets.
Oh, dramatically.
Yes. I was fairly all right with doing some minor van electrics before this, but I feel a lot more confident after doing this whole van, for example. Woodworking skills a lot better.
I love doing woodworking. I love it. I love preparing it. I love sanding it. I love going through all the different grits to get smooth, fine finishes.
Yeah. Absolutely worth it.
I like doing the painting.
Yeah.
Some people will be like, that girl's crazy. She likes painting. To be fair, all of the painting has been done outside of the van.
Yeah.
I've made Pete design things, cut them, I've painted them, and then they come in the van. I will give them all another touch of paint before
we're done.
Whilst they're now in situ, but the main bulk of the work was done outside of the van. For me, I prefer it that way. I feel that you get a better finish.
It does make the processor quite a bit longer though, doesn't it? I mean,
it does,
if you do your woodwork, put it all together, then paint it afterwards, it's a lot quicker than painting each individual part, waiting for it to dry, waiting for the other side to dry, putting it together, doing a test fit, adjusting it, putting it together again, giving it the final coat, then pulling it apart and putting it on the wall, and then maybe giving it a touch-up. It's quite a bit longer, but
I couldn't be bothered with masking everything off so that I don't get the ceiling green.
Sure, but we don't have a green ceiling.
No, because we painted it outside of the van.
Yeah, it worked.
And on the main, we've enjoyed it. Like I say, I've really enjoyed doing like the woodworking stuff. So we've learnt that there is something that we do like doing.
Yeah.
And going forward, we might still do other things that involve some of those skills. I mean, we never say never that we won't do another van build.
No, I was going to say
not quite not quick.
Not straight away.
Yeah.
But would you do it again?
Yes, I would.
Yeah, I think I would.
But
as
not
well.
in this van.
No.
Not this shape.
No.
No.
Yeah.
No.
It's not a bad van. We didn't feel there was enough space to put a dedicated shower cubicle in this van, but everything else is going to be laid out very nicely, we believe.
Yeah. So just because van builds are really bang on trend at the moment, we just wanted to say that there are some downsides, but they are worth the rewards are worth it.
Oh, absolutely. Right, I think that's it. Shall we wrap it up there?
Yep, that's this month's done, I think.
Yep. Thank you for watching another Vanners collaboration video, and another reminder that please watch the other videos in the playlist that you'll find in the description below or in the card we'll stick up on top of the screen somewhere. Thanks for watching. Bye.